Hello Power People, and welcome back to a competitive Walls combo video. This week on Magic Online there were two big tournaments, which is quite unusual. Most likely the first one that was supposed to be last Saturday was moved because it was in the same date as the Pauper Gathering in Italy. So we had the showcase qualifier on Saturday, which is yesterday, and we will have an RC Super Qualifier this evening on Sunday. After coming back from my vacation, I kept working a bit on the Combo Walls version that was actually using Beastrider Vanguard as one of the main card draw engines, and this is the result of the last week of work. I played up to now 3 leagues with this deck, and I always 4-1, losing twice to Gata Snipe Red and once to the Black-Green Spy Wall combo, which I also made as a first preliminary version, but that was really uh, tuned by the community, and now it's probably the best wall deck around. Anyhow, this is traditional combo wall. We have not much originality, I would say. So we start with typical 13 lengths. We are adding one crystal grotto because it's useful and can provide the off color sometimes. Yesterday in the showcase, I also had tried the gingerbread cabin against red decks, but first of all, there is not so much red in qualifiers. The second of all, I had multiple cases where the entering tapped was a problem with gingerbread cabin. So we are just back to 13 almost normal OLCI tapped lands. Then we have the usual amount of defenders. With respect to the previous versions, I went back to the second Orochi because we really need to maximize the possibility to combo also with Overbombardment. And mostly in terms of mana curve, we have 2 Tinderwalls and 1 Pine Trellis as additional mana producing defenders. They say the goal, or one of the goals, is to try to go a little more towards the original version that were focused on just comboing as fast as possible. Then we have in the, let's say, additional defender slot 2 crashing drawbridges, still for curve and blocking purposes, and the standard tac-tac. The main initial thought about this version was to try to go as green as possible, because it, especially in leagues with a lot of reds, it was very difficult to have enough blue. And with Lava Dart ramping around, even Orochi was not very certain. So in the first version we were playing only 2 Drifts of Phantasms and the full 4 of Winding Way and Linter Stampede. What I saw that I was kind of getting a little card draw cards flooded, and I was missing a bit of combo, so I switched back. I added a 3rd Drift, and the second I went back to 2 Beast Riders and only 3 each of the card draw spells. This is working pretty well for the moment. Finally, we have only 3 Shield Wall Sentinels because they are costly and they are less likely to be useful blocking nowadays than they were a few months ago, and 4 Ants. This base allows to have 4 Ants, 2 Tinderwalls, a quite heavy Master Vandal investment if we want on the sideboard. The final kill card is the Scholar, again because at least in League they were a huge amount of red decks, and this is better in this kind of framework. Coming to the sideboard, we are back to the traditional only creature sideboard. I tried multiple ways to put in spells, but I was never satisfied with them. After the results from Geddon, I think we are going to see, and this was already proven yesterday in the showcase, less, let's say, Jund and Affinity. So I was starting with 4 Vandals. I'm now down to 2 Vandals, and I have a really spread out sideboard. So the most slots going to burn, which can be of all flavors. The worst for us is Guttersnipe. We have 3 Nylea's Disciple and 2 Barbarian, because they do heavy duty also against decks like Terrors, where we kind of switch the plan, putting the combo as a secondary win with respect to kind of beat down with big guys. Then, as I mentioned already, we have 2 Masked Mandals, mostly again artifacts and boggles, 2 Scattershots that are, let's say, 95% of the time used against mono blue fairies, even though I've seen less of them recently. I was expecting more looking at results from Geddon, and partially against the red-black madness. We have 2 standard bears, which are in mostly for elves. Elves is a pain. They are very fast, very consistent, and this gives us more time. That is usually what we need to combo. Of course, they can do double duty on hexproof and partially against High Tide, which is by far the worst matchup we have. We basically just lose against High Tide. We have a couple of catch-all miniature crabs for control matchups or terror in particular. And then I went up to 2 Fairy Macabres because there is quite a bit of spy around, or dredge. And again, spy, both spy walls or elf spy, is too fast for us. While, for example, the traditional, let's say, Giorgio Combo 5 and 6 length spies are too slow for us. So we need to mice a Fairy Macabre, which might be not sufficient since they are running Mesmeric Fiends. But again, the goal often is to just have one more turn. It's unfortunate, in my opinion, that we have to go towards, try to be not interactive as possible and try to win as fast as possible. But this is due to the fact that with respect to all these new, let's call them decks, we are really underpowered. Yesterday in the showcase, I had a pretty disappointed 4-5 run. I started 2-0, then I lost a couple of bad matchups, but mostly it was really bad variance situations with bad mulligans or whiffing with the card draw while opponent was drawing nuts, etc. Today the mana base should be slightly more stable without a cabin. We have the second Fairy Macabre for the Spy decks. So let's see how we will do. Welcome to the RC Super Qualifier. We are waiting to start round 1. Over 280 players registered. So even more than yesterday evening. Okay, we are against Marecki, whose name that I do not recognize, and we have a tempting hand, but we mulligan. Of course, we get the zero lander, and we get a reasonable one afterwards. We will put down a couple of slow cards. Okay, we are against Gates, Caw Gates. That usually is a good matchup. My thing seems to be lagging. It used to be almost a buy, uh, and of course, as for every let's say white deck, their winning percentage increased only due to Thraben Charm. If we block, I mean, we don't care about their life total. It's very good if they play anything. Okay, they play Ox. So we will start with probably Winding Way. And we get the battlement. We bin an additional forest, which is good. So they might have, well, they apparently do not have a counter. They might have Journey of Nowhere. They play 4 off. Now they seem to be willing to just do the Oak trick. That seems a little suspicious. Okay, they leave a counter out. So we start playing a few defenders. Here we bait with another Winding Way. That resolves. And we have 6 mana. I think we just play the Shitwa Sentinel. Getting the Axebane. And we pass the turn. So, okay, we bind another. I mean, they are playing in an unexpected way. They drop a Prismatic, that's fine. Possibly they are looking for lands. Of course, if they tap out, we win. So they cannot tap out. They will tap out only if they are not familiar with the format and our deck. So first of all, we try DeckTech. Then we try an Axebane that I would expect to be countered. It's not countered. Fine. We try lead. Try another battlement. Just deploying quite a bit of creatures. They don't counter it. Okay. I'm not super sure what they are doing, but right now we are just going to use it a few times. We get the drift. It said we bottom both Orochis. Okay, and we get the Quirion, which is the card that we wanted to have. We try to play the Quirion. Okay, so we untap our Axebane. Okay, we just try the Galvanic Alchemist. If they don't counter it, we win. Okay, maybe they have Travenchal. Okay, so we should win. I'm not sure what they are doing. This is silly. So now we just need to create the mana. So we need 69 plus 3, 23 of which have to be black. So first of all, we create the white one. We start doing the 20 something black ones. I do a little more just in case, but I don't think they have. Okay, they concede. Okay, so then we have a lot of cards that we could bring in. I put them all and then we just discuss. I put only one. Okay, so uh, I think we go 6 cards in and we need to remove something, which is one Orochi, one Tinderwolf, a couple Ants, one Beastrider, Ants are really not doing much. So let's try this way. So the thing is that the scatter shot is for the flyers. The Vandal is against Journey of Nowhere. Here we are keeping because we have very good mana. The standard bearers are, let's say, general catch-ups, as well as the 2 crabs. This hand is relatively slow because, of course, we have 5 land in hand, but the Grotto will be quite useful. Okay, we might actually bring also the second bundle, possibly to deal off with Modern Age. They discard the Basilisk Gate. Okay. So it might be that they put down another gate. Now they could have the okay journey. Here we are going with the Axebane. They really want to have Lancing on the field. They have another journey? No, maybe. Ah, they have Determined Charm. Okay, only 2 cards in their hand. Here we just use the opportunity for lead. We get 4 cards and the caretaker. Of course, the standard bearer is also pretty useful against Basilisk Gate activations. This is 5 or 6? 5. Okay. Oh man, here we are having so this way. Next turn we might be close to win, but they need to tap out. They of course do not tap out. Okay. So what we are going to do right now is, first of all, we try a secret door. Then we try Shipwreck Sentinel that I presume they will not counter. Instead they counter it. Okay. We go to 4, I think. Go to 3. Now let's see if they do something else. They don't. Okay. So here we Quirion. And we try an end. That resolves unexpectedly. Okay. We need an Axebane. Here is now 7-8. Okay. Let's see. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. This also yesterday was creating problems. Okay. So what we are going to do here, well, first of all, we hope they do not have more than one interaction spell. So we get the Axebane. We play it. They will try to do we untap just to be sure. Never additional mana. We pay the Axebane. Now, hopefully they have a counter spell. Okay. So we should win. Whichever interaction they have. We are one short. Okay. So we are just going through this secret door. I will just create a bit of mana. So we won through 3 pieces of interaction with definitely a non-spectacular hand. So here we are going to scry, and then we will Twisted Cavern, I think it's called. Yeah, the Vector Glider. I think they are not familiar with the secret. We keep this on top. Twisted Cavern. Now we restart. I still have 1 mana. Okay, they concede. We won. I did not play super safely this one, but I cannot think of 2 additional interactions. I mean, maybe only 2 Trap and Charms. But okay, we won relatively easily as expected against Gates. So we are happy, and we will. I will see you again in match 2. Back to the Super Qualifier, waiting for the start of round 2. We are actually number 1 in the rankings, with basically the same score of about 139 other players, or probably 140 other players. Let's see what we will face match 2, or who we will face. Dedalo, who is most likely an Italian player, but I don't know the name. We are going to mulliganing. We keep this one even though it's not super exalting, because for the moment it just plays. Okay, we are against or Elves or Elf Spy. Elves is a complicated matchup nowadays because they are faster than us, and Nixborn Hydra gave them basically the possibility to kill us way faster. We are forced to play the Queen Ranger here in order to have the Axebane next turn, but this game seems compromised unless they whiff, and they do not whiff. They actually have everything they need except the Queen Ranger. That they could actually play without next turn. They don't need to play it now. Okay. Here we are really on the back foot. We play an Axebane. So they're giving for the moment only +7/+7. They have 2 cards in hand. Let's see what they have. If they have the Hydra, we are dead. If they have the Queen or Ranger, we are dead. They do have the Hydra, which is kind of mandatory for them to have. Let's see how big this is going to be. Is 12, 19. So we don't block these. 12, 19, 22. So we concede. And this is really, really unfortunate because Elves is super complicated for us to deal with. So we are going to side in only a couple of standard bearers. I don't think, at least on the play, we need the life gain. We might add it later on. We are just removing a couple of hands. The plan is to go as fast as possible. We could remove the elves, but we kind of need them. This end is terrible. I keep, but we will most likely die if we don't draw a land or a Quirion Ranger. This is I'm kind of depressed because this is a very bad matchup, and of course we get it immediately. So if we don't draw a land next turn, we will concede. For the moment, they do not have any of the problematic cards, so we might have a shot if we draw a land now. We do. Now, most likely they are going to play some card draw or a Timberwatch. Timberwatch is fine, provided they have no priest, and especially if they have no Quirion. Let's see. And they get the Hydra, and okay. Nothing terrible for the moment. We would really need a standard bearer. Okay, so here we basically go all in. We should not be dead this turn. They'll probably go Vanguard into Birchlore and then attack. I don't know if they can possibly put some additional elves. Here we have everything, but we don't have enough mana. We need the Quirion Rangers. They luckily do not find the Quirion, so they're attacking us just for it. I don't block. Even though next turn might be sketchy. So, okay. We first go anyway. Okay, we find everything. So what we are going to do here, of course, we really hope they do not have okay. Let's see if we can win. I don't think so. We play this first. These are 4. So we go for maximum number of creatures on the board, and we hope they do not have the gut shot. They are really drawing a lot of cards. They have the Quirion and their own standard bearer, which luckily for us is not usable until next turn. Okay. Now there is the not so 1, 2, 3, 4. They have one unknown card in hand after they discard, or 2 depending on what they discard. There is the, let's say, not super probable possibility of red elemental burst. I faced it, so we anyhow try for the Galvanic Alchemist. And we hope. Okay. No, not yet. Okay. Okay. Now okay. Okay. So for the moment we dig with the lead. We find another drift. 4 forests. So we just go relatively slowly. To per turn, and we get our scholar. Let's see if they concede. They do. Okay, so now we are on the draw. So I think I'm going to put a couple of, actually possibly all the Nihilias, and we remove. Yeah. I'm thinking if removing also Quirion, but most likely not. Okay, we finally have a reasonable hand. The Mulligan. And we start with tappers. If this is a winding way, it will be ideal for us instead of a priest. So we cannot play. Okay, they also have the ideal hand. We cannot play our own Quirion at least this turn. They have only 2 cards in hand. So, hoping that they do not have card draw, we might fight. And instead, of course, they have it. But they whiff. Thunderbird is fine. Okay, this is very, very good. I'm not sure if we are going to be dead if they have Hydra. I hope the 4 toughness of the Vine Trellis helps us. Okay, so next turn we have the kill. Here we block well, anyone. Okay, they tapped out. So we should win. Okay, so do we need the extra? I don't think so. So we just go for it. We were lucky enough. Galvanic. Infinite Mana. Now we need to take a second to play this. Now we will play the Beastrider and we hope they concede. GG's. We were lucky. Or they were unlucky. We had no, we were lucky because we kept a really, really sketch hand game 2. Okay, so we played not optimally. Not sure about that. Luck was on our side because they whiffed totally the Winding Way game 3. We are 2-0 and back to the Super Qualifier, waiting for the start of round 3. We are still reasonably up in the rankings at 10. And we are against Trolley Boy. Never heard this username before. Here we have quite a mediocre hand with Mulligan. We keep this one and we bottom the Beastrider. Another forest. Okay, so this might be RG Ramp or RG Monza. Both are very favorable matchups for us. Let's see if it's a Chrysalis. No, okay, they go very fast on the attack. Here we will take 4 this turn, hoping they do not have a Hydra. This is basically the best strategy they can have to go as fast as possible, just beat down. Here, next turn we are going to have 5 mana, and the turn after we can theoretically play the end. This game could be complicated, especially if they have something else. Now they don't. Oh, we keep whiffing. And I fear this game is gone. Unfortunate, because this matchup is really easy for us usually. But now it comes the Hydra. Yes. And we are dead. So this is 13 that we take. I don't think there is anything that can save us. So yeah, we concede. Okay, they had the perfect end versus a very bad one for us. Here we could side in the standard bearers or the life gain, or nothing. I would say nothing, at least on the play. We want to turn for them if possible. So we didn't see much, but it seems not to be the Ponza version. That for us it was, because the Ponza is way easier than the non-Ponza one. Okay, here we start much better. And instead the Mulligan. 2-6 probably. Yeah. So here we cycle immediately. We will go Overgrown into Tinderwall into Winding Way. We have the kill if we find a couple of additional good beaters. Here they don't have anything. So here we do, I would say defend us, not beat us, but okay, understood probably. Let's see what we get. We do not get much. So next turn we are going to Axebane. We lost the Reaping, but it's not a big thing. Actually, we are going to Secret Door into Axebane. Okay, Chrysalis is good. It seems they do not have the land, or do they? Yeah. The mountain. Some versions have some forms of, let's say, red spells. Here we just Winding Way first, in case of Aquino Ranger, not Aquino Ranger. We just Axebane. And of course, we been defeated. So if they have, by any means, Pyroblast, we are dead if they counter our Galvanic Alchemist. So now we hope that they tap out, and they do for Hydra, but it's too late. So we go 1-1 against ramp. We Crystal Grotto down the forest. We play this, then we play Alchemist, and we just go for it, hoping they concede. Doing only 1 damage per loop, but it's fine. We don't show anything else. Kept a relatively slow hand that allow us to go turn 5 with very high security level, because of course we put in the graveyard both reaping and afraid with winding ways. So they are going to make us go through it. I'm going super slow, just not to misclick. We have infinite time. This is not a matchup that can go to time. Now the question is, do we change something on the draw? The only thing that we could bring in are, well, the two things are, no, standard bears, but basically they work only against Hydra, and they could have spells to deal with them. Things like casting to the fire or similar things. And then Nelia Disciple for life gain, basically to gain 1 turn in case they have a super fast start. In that case, we might side them in a couple for 1 Shieldwall Sentinel and probably the Jaspera. I think we can try this. Is slightly less active. Let's see. It's easy that we lose because we have in hand one of those 2 cards. It will be quite easy. Oh, okay. So we go to the 3rd game. A second, sorry. So let's try this switch. And we have 2 mulligan. Our opponent also has 2 mulligan. And we have to go to 5, because even if we have a land on top, this hand is not doing anything. These we must keep. And we just keep the low casting cost. Here this is okay. They do not have Arbor Elf, which is already a good thing. Turn 2 Winding Way could be also good, especially if they have the second land. Please no. Yeah. Now we will really love a 0/4. We don't find it. Okay. So next turn we can do a few things. We have another. Okay, we have 1/04. That we will gladly we will gladly sacrifice. And okay, this is becoming more complicated. They could have both Ram Through or the banner guy, the +2/+2 trample. In case they have Ram Through, is against our Quirion. If we draw a good defender, we are going to have a very good turn next turn. Here we are anyhow going to block. Let's see if they have it. Seems likely, given how they played last turn. Yes, indeed they have it. We take only 4 damages, possibly, or they have multiple. Or they have both, these and Ram Through. This game is... They have both. We go to 8. Now we need a good defender, please. Okay. Oh, I misclicked. So what we are going to do now is... we cannot go for the reaping line. Because there is no reaping anymore. So we just put a blocker in place, gain 3 life, and next turn we hope we get something reasonable. Okay, this is what they drew right now, and they don't attack. They have another run through possibly. We get a vine trellis that we play just because it's mana. And here we go for a lead. Which is reasonably good. Okay. I think we are going for another lead. We really want more creatures because they could go for Scholar, but if they have the ram through, we are kind of hosed. Right now we don't need to stop this. We just go this way. And we have the final whiff. Terrible. I was looking for one of the life gain spells or one Beastrider, and we got nothing. The good thing is we have a good amount of blockers. They always have the Hydra. 9/9. 9/9. You just block once. Please. Okay. So now we start chump blocking. Unless they have another one. Cannot believe they have another one. Okay, 7/7. So we chump block and we kill the 7/7. Oh yes, okay. So we block in this way and in this way. These are 2 damages only. Then we do 2 damage here. And we go to 3. Deck. Here we just play out everything. This could have been a Shitwall Sentinel. If it was a Shitwall Sentinel, well, we could have gone, in that case, we could have gone for the score. But now we can take another hit without blocking. Oh, yes. Now we can take 2 hits. So the Nylea are doing what we wanted them to do. We have so 15 cards more than opponent, actually 16 since we play 61. And we are here fighting for our life. They could have found a ram through. Or another banner hide. Okay, now this we don't care. We take this, the 9, that could be... Oh, they don't attack, which was very good for us. And we keep not finding anything. Another... This is becoming ridiculous. We have, yeah, practically the whole deck in the next 20 cards, roughly speaking. The good thing is that they are not attacking. They are probably waiting for another Hydra. They got it? Yes. But they misclicked. See, they tap out. So these become 17-17. If they have the ram through, we are dead no matter what. Oh, here we put, yeah, 9. If they have the ram through, we are dead. Let's see if our decks cooperates. It doesn't. The bad luck we are having in this game is amazing. So here we suck, so 7 is 10, we need at least 8 mana, so we suck 2 battlements. They play, okay. This was an unusual play, please. Like, now I want to cry. So, we need, we concede. This is amazing. Amazing. We lost to a very good matchup with the worst possible luck we could have. And they even misplayed, I mean, they misclicked the Arbor Elf. And anyhow, nothing. Okay. 2-1. And we see what happens in round 4. Welcome back to round 4 against Alakai, who is a fellow Italian player, often playing red and aggro decks. We are on the play, and we mulligan. We mulligan to 5. Opponent keeps 7. We keep this, but it's mostly to see what they are going to be playing. If we don't draw a land the next turn, we are dead. Okay, they are on Black Red Madness. We do not find the land. I didn't check if we have the proper, yeah. Okay. Okay. Right now we are going to play at least one Saruli, Quirion, and possibly Axebane. We need them to kill our stuff and not start attacking our life total too much. They could even kill the Saruli, which is not a bad play. 2 damage to us. Let's see if they do not have the third land. They do have it. The whole top land, which gives us a little bit of breathing room. And we get the end, which is something that we are happy to see. Now if they don't kill the Axebane, we might try to have the turn 4, not turn 5. But let's say it's not super likely that they don't kill it. This is a grab, yeah, with Fiery Temper. Let's see if they still have only the tapped land. Okay. Here we are going to Winding Way first. We really want a good defender, and we do not find it. So we just get a battlement. We are still at a reasonably high life total, and they don't know, or do they know? They know we have the Rochi, okay. Next turn we are going to go battlement into late, hoping that our life total does not go way too low. We cannot, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could play the end. Let's see if they have what they have. Double kitchen imp. We go to 9. 9 is really sketchy. What we really would love to see is tuck tuck. Actually, they should kill the Quirion. And they do. Okay. We cannot do much here. Only hoping not to die, which is not super likely. We are at 7. There's not another grab. And we are dead. Because we are at 2 lives. Yeah, we started a little too slow. So we are dead in multiple ways, but let's see what they use to kill us. It's practically impossible. They do not have at least 2 damages. Here they are. Okay. Nothing major. So here we are going to side in a lot of cards. We side out all the shield walls, 1 drift. One Orochi, 1 Queen, 1 Tingle. Actually no, we keep the Tinderworld and we side out the Beastrider. The combo becomes, let's say, secondary with respect to gaining life and putting out big beaters. Okay, I misclicked. This thing, I hate it so much. We had the perfect hand. It happens. Let's hope, of course, in a shitty winding way. Here we are just starting to make them use spells on our axemates. Let's hope we drew reasonably well for a mulligan to 5. And we have some... this is unfortunate. No one basically uses anymore that. Anyhow, here we just go line trellis into layer. We are going to lead. Oh no, we don't have the lead anymore. So we expand. Because one leader was killed by the winding way. This was bad on my side, but it's okay. I'm not playing super well this match. I'm kind of disheartened by the mulligan mistake. Okay. They have to go for a, let's say, normal fiery temper. Here we just attack. We would really need a big creature. Now they are going to have to kill something. Let's see if they have pyro. They don't. Okay. So here we go into the lost mine because we don't have much mana and we need the scry. Keep it. So now technically next turn we are presenting lethal. Let's see if they kill something. The queen. Okay. We keep attacking. They go to 3. And here we play Axebane. And I think we just... what is this? I misclicked. We just create a dude. So now they have to kill multiple creatures. Okay, we win. The plan worked, even through a duress. It was so terrible. The misclick though. Okay, this is all okay. We keep everything as it is. They had, luckily for us, not a good hand. Well, yeah, or they drew pretty poorly. Okay, this is again a good one. We really hope they do not have a fast duress. Okay, here we start creating targets. We are lagging a little. So next turn we are going to lead, just to avoid duress. Oh, they are mana screwed. So the luck is continuing for us. Okay, so now we do kill the imp. In fact, they do not have red mana. Ah, okay, but still one turn too late. Let's see if they have another imp or an Elves. They have another imp, which is super okay for us. Because we are going to play an ant. Yeah, we don't care. Actually, we are going to play this rider into ant. Now let's see what they want to kill. Probably the Beastrider. Ah, no. Well, yeah, 11. They are probably thinking if they should go to the face or kill something. Crystal Grotto is good. I don't want this now. So, first of all, we gain 3 lives. And we go for another lead. Which is good. We attack. They need to kill the Quirion. So we don't attack actually. Indeed, they do. Okay. Very, very good for the moment that it seems they keep being land screwed. Let's see, okay, 10. 10 is starting to be a little on the worry side. If we could draw another Quirion, it would be amazing. We don't. But we can do much else. Let's hope we don't die. They have little lands. We have a lot of blockers. This is most likely going to the face. Let's see if they found the land. They did, and it was a mountain, but I cannot think of any way for them to do 7 damage with 2 mana. This can be a grab. No, okay. So now we have put down the Orochi. We have still 2, right? No, only 1. Unfortunate. Yeah, because we said it. Okay, super lucky. So we are at 5. They cannot do much. We definitely had luck this match. I apologize, opponent. We get these. We even played just in case. Okay. We win. We basically always beat all the black-red madness we have faced up to now. 2 yesterday in the showcase, multiple in leagues. We were lucky a lot, and we played sloppily. So we need to be back on track, let's say. I apologize for my sloppy play. I also kind of rethought about the loss last turn. Maybe we actually lost because we went on the apparently safer but maybe not safer road with that lead. Anyhow, we are 3-1. Ready to start round 5. We are 42 yards. Okay. People on 3-1 starts from 19, so we are probably in the middle or close to the bottom. We are against Juan Maat. Again, a totally unknown name. Again, we mulligan, and we keep a good hand. Unfortunately, we bottom the vine trellis, but we have better defenders. In case opponent seems to be late, I will stop the recording at around 23 minutes and then we'll restart when they arrive. Oh, they are here. Okay. So we bottom our vine trellis. They are also mulliganing. We go forest go. And we face the worst possible matchup, which is Jund. It had to happen. Anyhow, the plan is to just ignore them. So here we are going to go double overgrown. If we draw a land, we keep it in hand for familiars. Ah, yes, we keep it in hand. I think we can actually discard the drift. And that's it. Okay. Now, if they don't do anything and we find an Orochi, we win on the spot. Otherwise, we have at least 2 looks through Beastrider. Of course, they could go Krark into Toxin, but in the last period, they are playing less Toxin analysis or 0. That still makes the matchup horrible, but we can fight a little more. The idea will be something like a Chrysalis. This is another Wildfire. No, okay. So they could, they need the land first, and then they could familiar us. Okay. And they have untapped land. Now deck, please, Orochi. Almost. So we go Vanguard. And we get the Orochi, but 1/3 too late. So what we are going to do is to get another shield Sentinel. Now, if they have Krark, they must play it now. Yes, Pernom, it's fine. And here is the crack. And we are going to lose. To be noted, turn 4 they have 5 lands and 2 billions artifacts. The fact that they sucked the blood fountain might actually mean they do have another crack. Here now we need yeah, nothing. Basically we have lost. If they have the crack, we lose. It's super easy. And they even, I mean, they don't know how to play their own deck. Ah. Instead of sacrificing the crack, they sacrificed a land. But of course, I mean, they still have 7 cards in hand after having done that. It's quite annoying. People, they don't even know properly how to play the deck. But it's just lopsided. So this is a chrysalis. Here we are going to take, I don't know, or with the shield wall, or an axe beam, or battlement, more or less the same. I could actually drop the matcha and play a league game. That would be much more fun. Funnily enough, Grixis Affinity is now kind of better to face than Jad. Imagine that. So they have Castao. No, okay, we concede. I just don't want to waste my time. Even if opponent doesn't know how to play its own deck. Here what we are going to do is we try kind of attacking them. So we remove one shield wall sentinel, one tuck, the Jaspera. Sorry, I meant one drift, one tuck. The Jaspera and Aquarium. We have only 2 Vandals because it's so unlikely to win that we don't need to devote too much stuff. Here we have a theoretical turn 4 kill, but we need them to do nothing for the first 2-3 turns. Now the Vandal will be cool. Well, the ideal will be that they do something like a wellspring or cast down. Wildfire they do. Okay. So here we are going to play our Axebane, and we hope they do not have. We can wait to see if we draw naturally the land. We hope they don't have a removal spell. And that they tap out. Another Wildfire. This is good. It depends if they have another land, untapped land, because then they only card. Okay, so now no duress, please. Ah, they wanted to try. Okay. So now no snuff out, but they shouldn't have it. So we win game 2. Just applying the plan. Try to go for the turn 4, whatever it happens. Of course, going for the turn 4 on the play is so much better than on the draw. Here we are just going to get another one. So we have 4 defenders in play. Now we get our drift. We get our scholar. And we start ping them. Okay, 1-1. So we just need something like this. Perfect hand and then a slow one. We don't do anything else. This time we are the ones mulliganing. They also are 61. These we keep. Okay. Okay, this is very, very good because it means we are going to go Axe by turn 2. If we draw something, we might have a turn 3 kill. And they don't have any, well, of course, they have their Wildfire. We really need just one turn. improbable that we get it, but in the worst case, we have the overgrown next turn. If we find the land, we basically have the kill. Please increase this. They might have a crack. Okay. So here we are forced to. Okay. We are forced to drop the lead. We need a land or a defender. If we don't find it, we can. Oh yeah, we can drop the winding way. Please land. We have the land, and we even have a scry. This goes bottom. Please deck one time. Yes! This is the way. Being lucky. This was very, very lucky. Now I'm way less, let's say, bitter against the loss against Chand. Now we go super slow, not misclick. Sorry, I'm not talking because I'm just kind of enjoying the moment and being super careful not to screw up since we did it already once. And we are still ending with probably more clock time than opponent. Yes, we withdrawn. Okay. Just, of course, by pure luck. two kind of perfect hands with naturally drawn freed, and they were not super fast out of the gate, which is the only thing, their only vulnerable point. Okay, see you in match 6. Back to the Super Qualifier, waiting for round 6 this time. We are 4-1. 4-1 starts at 10, but we are 34th. More or less in the middle, possibly slightly below. Let's see, there is quite a bit of known names. And we are against Falco Lombardi. I think I played against him recently, but I cannot remember what he was playing. We are on the play, and we have a good hand. We are not going to play Orochi first turn, unless... No, there is no unless, we are on the play. As usual, if opponent is late, I will stop at around 23 minutes and then resume as soon as they arrive. Oh, they are already here, good. So we do land go. And okay, Elves. So we have a good start with the battlement, but we need something fast. Let's see. Okay. Team watch. Okay, lead. And they have a Vanching Hunter. Okay, they cannot play it immediately. They have to discard. They discard and okay. Here we find a lot of cards we don't need. We needed one Orochi, sorry, one Quirion. So what we're going to play is Shearwolf Sentinel into another battlement. The good thing is that they can, well, the three cards that they've shown us are not super threatening. And next turn, which are the turn after the next one, turn 5, we have the win. Now I think they could, yeah, go to crashing into possibly another Quirion. The attack. We block. Let's see if there is some surprise. Better to find it now than later. Let's see if they play the other Quirion. They don't. Okay. So here we just play this way. We want them to tap out next turn. Okay, that's why they wanted the untapped elf. I'm not sure it's proper elves. The Avenging Hunter that they will attack. And the issue there is that they might have vines. No, they have two forests in. So I would like to try for a galvanic, and yes, we have it. Okay, here we just uh, go for it. We need though, I think, an additional defender. So we just get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6. So we go get a secret door. Okay, they concede. So we win game 1 against seemingly elves. We are not super sure if it's normal elves because they had quite a weird hand. Assuming it is normal elves, we are removing one Jaspera and one Generoset for 2 Quirios. Gain against the green decks, basically we try to go as fast as possible. We have once again a reasonably good hand. Not super fast, but of course we cannot complain of battlement into Axbane. So they start with Tulanor. We have again Orochi. They seem not to have. Okay. We really would love a land next turn. Now the best they can do is a Timberwatch. Winding Way. And okay. This is very good for us for the moment. If we find the land, we don't find the land, but we have the kill next turn. I mean, we are running red hot. Now let's hope they tap out. They have had all 1/1 elves. Okay, we have the win. Super lucky once again. So yeah, we get one. And we win. Okay, we yeah, we were lucky. We were lucky at multiple levels, having very good hands against mediocre ones. In this particular case, I think opponent had to mulligan, but we don't complain. So we are 5-1. Hello again from the Super Qualifier, waiting the start of round 7. We are running very hot tonight, which kind of compensate the super bad luck we had yesterday evening. But we'll see. We still have 3 matches. At the moment we are 15th, more or less in the middle of the 5-1 pack. We are against Tsubasa Cat, who is a known warrior, but I have no idea what they could be on. Most likely terror, I think. Not sure. We keep this hand. Forest. Could it be the third consecutive elves? Against elves, this hand is slightly slow. We miss multiple pieces. Please don't be. Well, it would be better if it's Team Watch. Okay. So here we are just going mana. So this is the third elf deck, I think, we meet in 7 matches. Wow. And this is not what we wanted to see. Oh man. Are we dead next turn? Most likely. Now there are 6, then there are a bazillion. We have to take it, but yeah, no, now there are 11 already if they double Timberwatch. They don't. This was indeed a start for our opponent. Let's see if we find something. We actually do find something. The problem is the something is most likely too slow. Yeah, we just place a ruling to stop, but I think we're dead. We have one. So this is plus 18. Okay, they had the T4. We could not do anything about this. We had the kill next turn to be noticed. especially if we drew. That's fine. So we go back to the same sideboard we did before, out the Jaspera and one generous cent. So we are on the play. We had a fantastic end where we missed one land, so we need to mulligan. Okay, this is also good. If we find a fast mana, card mana, we have the standard bear that will help quite a bit. We don't. No, man. This is not a super good. Oh, and we whiff. Okay, it had to happen sooner or later. We were doing super well. They kind of also they put in Viridian Longbow, which is really not useful against us. But they can kill our drawbridge, which instead is kind of bad for us. And I think we are dead. We drew, unfortunately. Well, we didn't draw well, and they drew perfectly, but we cannot complain after the last couple of matches. They could actually play the Viridian Longbow and keep it. They don't. I'm not sure why. So here we have the land. We are forced to take an Axeman. No. We really need to find Orochi right now. And it's not going to be enough because they have the Viridian Longbow also. We do not find it. We might be not dead. I don't know. Let's see. It all depends on the Quirions. There is one. No, they have another Hydra. Yeah, we concede. As soon as they play, we concede. Wait. 14 plus 7 is 21. 21 we can survive. Even though we cannot do much now, and we concede. Okay, it had to happen. I mean, these were perfect hands against, I say good GGs that I really hate. The winning player should never say GG. It seems that they're even mocking you up anyhow. We say GG's back. Well, we couldn't do anything. Okay, 5-2, back to the fight in a few minutes. Here we are again, ready for round 8 of the Super Qualifier. We lost the last one and... Okay, we are 29th. A huge amount of known names just close to us. But yeah, there are probably 30 persons at 5-2. And we are against Sephiro. Again, I think I played against them recently, but I cannot remember what they were on. Okay, we have a reasonable hand on the draw, because we have 3 lands, multiple things, and another elves. Ah, okay, we are against one of the worst matchup for us, and of course they have the spy in hand, and they are on the play. So the whole spy deck is faster than ours, so we cannot do much now. They are going to probably get creeper into wall of roots, or the vice versa. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, is the correct way. Is this one? They, okay. I was thinking they had uh, creeper vines. So here uh, we are. It's the same. We basically play Crash and Draw Bridge, but we miss 2 pieces. They can already play 1 spy, but no, they had it. So okay, this was the card they drew. So now they have 1 or 2 lands left. They can already spy, but most likely they're going to lead in order to have a clean turn 4. I doubt they want to risk it now. I really am kind of sad of having made the first version of this deck, because I don't like it too much, meaning it's strong, super resilient, a little too easy for my taste. It's not clear to me what they are doing. They can play both. Spy, oh, okay. So they are drawing super well. Now they just get the lead. And if they find anyone land cycler, they win next turn. They could even win this turn if they find a Quirion. They do not, but they have yet another great creeper vine. So our only hope is to draw into a lead or winding way that has to be obscene. I don't think we can win also in that case, but I'm not sure what they are thinking about. So that loss against green red will really make us suffer, even though we won against Jand. Then I don't understand what they're doing. They win. Okay. They really want a lot of mana. Please, a good card. And we don't have it, so we just play this and this, and we pass. And they will kill us. They are the 5-land version. Now they spy, and we die. I don't really see the need of the extra 13 mana. We concede because they are playing way too slow. Okay. So here we basically have only the macabres. We remove a couple lengths because there are maybe a Jaspera and one ant. And we try to find a turn 4 kill. This matchup, I think, is probably 33% for us, meaning we can win once every 3 matches. Might be optimistic because their consistency is way too high and we do not have significant interaction. We cannot even try to gain life because they usually can do around 40 damages, more than 30, so we don't have the time. And this is interesting, but way too slow. This is better. We even have the macabre. Of course, the macabre is relatively useful because they probably sided in for Mesmeric Fiends. And it's very likely they can play it. They also have Quirion, which is okay unless they have. They do not have Land Grant, which is good for us. Here we don't attack. Next turn we can play an Axebane, but then we don't have much else, so we really hope to draw something. Okay, this is good because next turn we are going to have infinite mana, most likely. We just need the payoff. And we have a macabre. So we can count our outs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5 plus 6, 15. So plus 2, 17. Yeah, one third. And basically 50% if we can survive 2 turns, which is not so immediate. We really rely on the macabre. This is bad because we don't have any more infinite mana. So the number of outs is significantly decreased. They have the 4th mana. They might have sided out one land. We find once again the infinite mana. The problem for them is that they do not have. I mean, if they have the spy, they can try to go for it. These are best chance because they have just 4 lands. If they have the 5th land in hand, or they can even try to go for it. A winding way, and they find the spy and the land. So they're probably playing the battlement. We really hope they do not have a mesmeric, or that we find something. Deck, please. And we miss. So now we really hope they go for it without mesmeric protection, which indeed is the case because they do not have a second black mana. They could play the Axebane for next turn. Of course, here the play will be just a mesmeric. Axebane and mesmeric. They have the land. Please go for it. Go for it. Okay. Now let's hope they have only 2 flotlets. Yeah, this I see 2 of them. see the other one. I really hope they concede now. Okay, we stole one game. Let's see if we had the kill. No, they had the mesmerics though. So we keep everything as it is. Being on the draw is much worse though. We should need some luck like against Janda with the turn 3 kill. This hand is not super good, but we keep it because of the winding way, good mana. Let's see if they have the spy. Of course they have the spy, and they have the mesmeric fiend. Sagu. Yeah, so now they could possibly take our winding way. The only positive thing is that they don't have a pass and 3 additional mana. Okay. We have found what we were looking for. Problem is we missed any good wall. We have the kill, but we need one Axebane next turn. They go for Mesmeric. They probably are taking Freed. Not sure if they have 1 or 2 leads. Here the play is the Freed or the Drift, because the Drift is a Fairy Macabre next turn, and they take the Drift. Now we need an Axebane. Axebane, please. Oh man, we got it. Now they need to try to win now. Otherwise we have the kill. They have two lids. Okay. And they must go for it. They correctly do it. Let's hope we are lucky. They drew quite a bit of land grants without help. Good. I think we should have this. With another hand, which is to lead the stampede. Okay. We were very, very lucky. Again. Thank you, deck. They did the correct choice with the mesmeric, most likely. But we had found a reasonably good hand, and then we had the luck touch getting the Axeman. Of course, we whiffed 3 times in a row before, so we take Saruli. Now it's just a matter of time. And we find the drift. Score, plate. Relatively many lopsided matchups tonight. And we win 6-2. Let's hope for the 7-2. See you in the last round. Back to the Super Qualifier, just waiting to start the last round. We are in 26th position. We are in the second half of the 6-2 scores. Let's see if we can win. We might enter in top 16, but not super likely. If we lose, we are most likely going out of top 32. We are against Reniel, which is another known name that for some reason I associate to Walls Spy. This end is not bad, but a little too slow. We need to find the land, and then we don't have much going on. It's a little too risky. We mulligan. This is reasonably better, mostly because we have the freedom. Indeed, we are against Sword Spy again, I think. Okay, now it's become much better. I doubt they are on normal walls. If they are on normal walls, we are super happy. see if they get to the swamp. And they do. Okay, so very hard last match for us. I hope they are not on the 4 lands version. So here we can, I think, just yeah, go for drift. Now if they have it, they have it. Otherwise next turn we have to kill. They unfortunately might be able to double spy 4, 5, 6. Okay. They miss 1 land. So they can try to go for it. Ah, they had the land grant. I didn't see it. So we are dead. Which is unfortunate since we had the kill turn 4. They had the perfect hand. And we die. That's okay. So everything as before, we just side in to Macabre, we remove 1 hand and just pair. Now we needed to try the turn 3 or turn 4. Oh my, this was a quite tempting hand. This is much worse, but we keep it. And we actually have to bottom the Galvanic, which is quite unfortunate, but it's the slowest card in our hand. The rest is good. We have probably turn 2 crashing. Let's see what they are finding lands. Yeah, we go crashing drawbridge. Next turn we get the land and then windy way. No, this is good unless they have a land grant. Okay. Not a super good thing. We even lost the reaping, but at least we found the macabre. Let's see if they have the mesmeric. Axbane. Now we need another card draw spell. Oh, okay. Now we need any good wall. We are basically in the same situation like game 2 against the previous opponent on Spy Walls. They have the land grant. They have the spy, but they cannot go for it. They don't have anything else. They go to the beat down plan. They have 2 cards in hand, which are spy and the forest. Okay. Please, I will need a good wall. Do we get it? I think so. Yes. Next turn. Oh man, please, no mesmeric. They are very good at drawing and they find the mesmeric. I mean, it's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. We ran hot until the last match. Okay, let's hope we stay in top 32, but I fear we aren't going to. That's it. 6-3 with multiple hard matchups. Basically, the only easy ones were green red, and we lost, and Madness Barn, and we won. Then we had 3 elves. We were able to beat 2 spy. We were able to beat 1, and then even beat Judd. So the deck works. Unfortunately, the meta, at least for us, is very polarized. You see, it's always a race to the top deck and the kill. Here, we almost had it. We were missing 1 mana, and instead they top decked the lead and then found the mesmeric for the win. That's it. We won multiple games in the same way this time. I hope you enjoyed the run. We are probably going to be in top 64. Let's just have a look at the price. So in case of 32 is 25 and 400 play points. 33 to 64 is 400 play points and 10 chests. Of course, the difference is quite massive. But we were 26 here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they were 9. 38 minus 9 is 29. That means plus 9, 38. The top 10, and then remain 28, 34. Yeah, I think I should be in the best case around 38, 39. Okay, anyhow, the deck worked. Uh, Luck is a factor. We lost yesterday in the showcase with insane bad luck, multiple cases. Well, also today we were super lucky, but we were also super unlucky in some situations. I don't really love it because we are not really playing Magic anymore. But that's it for the moment. I happy I had a reasonable result, and see you for the next video, and ciao.